good evening. This is your man's, the man about town, Petty Murphy, reporting to you live from the back of the classroom with Alcata News Network. What is that? Wait a minute. Stay tuned. Breaking news. Yo, if there's one thing I done learned in my 48 years on this rock, is that a hit dog holler. Now let's see. Somali and the Haitians lose TPS, right? They didn't ask for your help. You have no power to do anything. Okay, subsystem 101. This is what I be talking. This is what we be talking about, right? And that was actually mild, but it proves to my overall point that they always got something to say when they step out of line and get out of pocket. And they love biting the hand that feeds them. But yeah, you're right. Y'all ain't asking for help, and ain't nothing we can do. Just like in 1965, we didn't build a bridge to bring y'all asses here. Have a good day.
The racists are actually just jealous of Somalis because of how successful we became in a matter of one generation. And I was watching a lot of videos that are coming up on my For You page where people are saying, how come Somalis have nice cars and we don't? We've been here like how many generations? We were born here, our ancestors are from here, but Somalis drive nice cars. This whole thing is just making me realize is jealousy. They're jealous of our success because they expect us like to be at the bottom of the bottom, right? And then we come here one generation, we work hard, we save our money.
And they contribute now.
If only this reached the consensus of all African and Caribbeans, everybody from Jamaica, Trinidad, Haiti, and Africa. If this meet your consent, since the Black American want to go to war, let's see. All of us that call out one day from work, all of us across the United States, all immigrants call out from work. Yes. If they want to go to war, let's see what they can prove. And also, all immigrants, like your businesses from all Black Americans, simple as that. Don't let them go into your grocery store. Don't let them go into your restaurant. Don't let them go into your salon. You want to go to war? We will. And also, we can ask all our African doctors, boycott all Black American treatment. Like I said, you don't want to go to war with African. Trust me. We are 54 freaking country. The population of African in the United States is more than your Black American population. Just so you know.
New York will remain a city of immigrants, a city built by immigrants, powered by immigrants. And as of tonight, led by an immigrant.
He's always been a racist, a bigot, a xenophobic, and Islamophobic. We know that he called African nations a shithole in his first administration. We know that when he came down that escalator, he said he was going to stop Muslim immigration into this country. And so it is not surprising that he is going after Black immigrants in this country. And it's certainly not surprising that he's choosing a Black immigrant community that is also Muslim. But what I would like to say is that most of us are citizens. On our passport, it says we are nationals of this country. We love that Minnesota has welcomed us. Many of us have not been settled in Minnesota. We chose it as a home because the Minnesota people and the state is beautiful and very welcoming. And we are going to be here regardless of what the president has to say.
I agree. I love the The Somali man who was crying and begging for Trump to give him his passport back is now on live begging black Americans to help him get back to America after his criminal behavior got him deported. He was then trying to throw slick shots.
I'm trying to get my word through. I'm all the way in Texas. What I'm gonna do from Texas, bro? Hey, thank you. Hey, Reese showing love.
Right. That's why a lot of us need to start going to school, man. We know we understand one thing. The Embassy of America is based also in America as well. It's the headquarters.
Okay.
So like, you could go down there.
Yeah, you need to get back to headquarters.
I used to, man. That's how they fly. I guess y'all got a lot of cows and horses over there.
Bro, what you mean? Bro, I'm in the crib. Bro, say there's some cows and horses. I'm in the crib. No, hey, back. I'm not gonna lie. The chat is moving fast, and I'm having a conversation with bro. I'm sorry, chat. I gotta stay on point. See what I'm saying? You taking me away from my people. These people showing love, bro.
My fault, man. I ain't got no beef.
Come on, bro.
My fault, man.
Hey, but I ain't gonna lie.
They say needies can't be picky though. That's what I'm saying.
A cool little beat down on this battle though. A friendly beat down though. Friendly beat down, brother.
Wala ka niya kapto no hawa. Urti ka soka.
Hey, what language that was, twin?
I'm the father, the live creator. Shit, man. Right now, shit. They sent me back to Somalia. You know where Somalia is at?
They sent you back to who?
Somalia. You know Somalia, the Horn of Africa. Man,
my shit, you got deported, bro. You got deported for real? Chad. Hey, Chad. Somebody, hey. Hey, Wes.
Sahib.
AMP. Appreciate the rose, man. Thank you. Thank y'all for showing love, man.
You have to listen to it, my brother.
That man is moving with M23.
Let's go to the next level. Yes, he needs help. You see?
Hey.
Marco know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Hey, my chat say, what part of Africa you in?
Shit, the Horn of Africa. The brave land.
The brave land?
Yeah, man. You know where the Navy sometimes was called the pirates. You know the Somali Navy?
No. I'm not.
The ones that's protecting people, putting poison in our waters, killing our fish. You know what I mean? Coming through our borderline for free.
Hey, appreciate that, Risa, West, AMP. Appreciate y'all, man.
Hey, bro, nice to meet you, man. Good game out, guy. Respect.
Appreciate it, bro. Salute. Hey, I hope you make it out, man.
Yeah, inshallah, I want. Waraa adiga oo oynaysid Twitter ku jirta dee marka maxaa
It just gets bad in here, man. I just don't want to be here no more. Just pray to God just. I'm just tired of you guys talking about me and just always talking shit. You guys just don't even know how to just leave me alone. I'm just so tired.
Somalis are not black. Let me explain why. Looking at me right now, chat, am I black? I'm literally brown. I'm literally brown, bro. Think about it as well. Somalis are Arabs. We're in the Arab leagues. We speak the Arab language. We eat the Arab food. Bro, think about it like this, bro. If a whole community doesn't regard themselves as black, we can't be black, bro. We literally can't be black, bro. Boogie, did you eat your brain cells? Really and truly, Somalis are Arabs, bro. Think about it, bro. We're in the Arab leagues. We speak the Arab language. Bro, tell me I'm not lying, bro.
Amigo, não tem problema, amigo, eu não tenho problema, amigo. Oh, don't pee, man. Sorry. Move back. Out the way, boys. Out the way.
know if y'all remember my timeline news some time ago when I was telling y'all how the Somalians were getting caught up like in a lot of crime in Minnesota. And how this black lady was like, I don't know what it is, y'all, but Minnesota kind of make you go crazy. So this guy basically is saying, hey, like the reason why they're doing that is because they lost Islam. And saying that's the reason why African Americans do bad stuff. And then said they're doing worse than us, like we're the bar for worseness. And that's the reason why we're all corrupt. And tell his people to do better than us. So y'all know I went to the comment section and I had to look at the stats for Somalia. He had a lot of nerve. Saying one thing Somalians have that we don't is Islam. Like we don't have whole communities of black folks practicing the Islamic faith. Why do we be on y'all man so tough? And we don't bother nobody. We ain't genocided nobody, colonized nobody, took nobody land. We don't have dancing boys. We don't be trafficking folks like that. We don't have forced marriages. All the stereotypes is finally breaking down because of these new laws exposing what's truth, especially affirmative action and welfare. Leave us alone.
Somali man explains why they are not
We speak Afro-Asiatic language, so there's so many differences. We are closer. We are closer to us genetically. We are closer to the North Africans than the West Africans, and that's a fact. That's a
fine.
Fact.
Now,
that's a fact.
Now, do you accept?
That's a fact.
Do you accept that Somalis, Eritreans?
This is true. The E1B1 happened. One second. And expanded to North Africa.
One second. Do you accept? Abdullah, listen. Do you accept that Somalis, Eritreans, and Ethiopians are collectively the most homogeneous group on the planet?
100%.
Do we collectively share an East African identity?
100%.
Do we and Nigerians share a collective African identity?
Definitely not. No, let me respond to that.
Do we share a collective identity?
No, I'm not going to respond to that because you've cut off the people of North Africa. Do we all of us African? Yes. 100%.
Yes.
But are we black? No. We're not black. And I explain to you why. We've got a different phenotype, we've got a different culture, we've got different, we speak Afro-Asiatic language. There's move on.
Did you just say you have different culture?
Yeah, we have a different culture. Okay, hold on. There's more differences than similarities.
Yeah, but in other countries.
No, hold on. Let the sisters culturally work similar. Okay,
one at a time, Mahmoud, please. We'll let the sisters speak.
Go around the circle one by one and everyone.
I listen what someone.
Somalis are not black. Now, before you disagree with me, I just want to say, listen, right? There's no such thing as the term black. The term black only came about in colonization. I don't have to accept that, Sahib. That's why the other day when I was in a place, someone said to me, are you black? I said, I'm not black, Sahib. I don't accept that term. Because how can I or any other human being have the same skin color as this, bro? It's not possible. Can you see the correlation? It's not possible. It's not possible for someone to be a black. And before the people say, oh, you're self-hating, you hate yourself. Listen, I don't hate myself. I'm proud to be my ethnicity, but I'm not black. I am not black. I don't even agree with any terms. I don't believe in whiteness or blackness or any of that. I believe in ethnicity-wise. So yes, I am Somali, but I'm not black. And I don't believe Nigerians are black. I don't believe South Africans are black. I don't believe Ghanaians are black. I believe, yes, we're African, but we're not black because black was a racially used term by the colonizers to put African people down, and I don't accept that term. So before niggas say to me, oh, you're black, listen, I'm not black, right? I've never been black. So don't push that shit onto me, bro.
What's the relationship between Black Americans and Somalis here in Columbus, Ohio, or just in general?
I think I can speak more for like Ohio, Columbus specifically, but I have interacted with a lot of African Americans that have the same opinion as you, where they feel like they haven't clicked with Somalis. And I think that it's like bigger than just like Somalis. I think it's like African as a whole. Like a lot of times people that have like an African identity or an African American identity kind of feel like they're, I guess, like not like in some sort of like weird like situation where they can't get along, but they just don't relate, if that makes sense. So they like feel like they have two different identities that can't coincide, which I feel like isn't true. I have a lot of friends that are African American and definitely click with them, and I think just like understanding like our different cultures and like kind of like bridging that gap is like super important.
So do you have Black American friends you don't relate to? Is the gap caused by a difference in culture? Anyways, multiculturalism is becoming less and less meaningful in America because some immigrants and migrant communities refuse to show respect or acknowledge Black American culture. This behavior is similar to past historical patterns of early Europeans and their trickery and thievery. I say shame on white people for demonstrating thievery, and hateful racist behaviors towards Black Americans. They showed these behaviors to the African, Somalian, the Indian, the Muslims, the Germans, the Asians. Well, everyone here must be reminded that Black Americans built this country, not just the White House or the Capitol, not just through agriculture and trade, but the very foundation of the U.S. Constitution, which derived from the Moors. The basis of the 13th and 14th Amendments were inspired and created by Black Americans. What about the Equal Protection Clause, which does not exclude our First and Second Amendment rights? So please don't get it confused. Black Americans built this country, and this isn't identity. This is about respect.
markaan haddaan askarnahay Soomaaliyeed ininka ayni shaqeynaa habeenii maalmo ininka ayni taaganahay ma fahanteen horta sida ogtihiinba wadankan anaga qaxootiyan imaanay askar Soomaaliya ma jirin marka hadda anaga markii nala haygareeyay waxay noqotay inaan dadkeena u shaqeyno dadkii dhaqankii ma fahmeynaa luqadii ma fahmeynaa culture-kii ma fahmeynaa marka qofka kale ma taqaana ajnabiga abadaanka iyo anaga waa kala duwanahay because qofka gaabkii waxa we build that bridge kaas ma fahantay marka insha Allah waa mahadsantiin again ogaada askari kasta oo Soomaaliya dalka iyo dabadaba ininku inii shaqeeyaa habeenkii marka hurudaan iyo marka ma taqaana achieftaanba ininka inii taaganahay oo
Good morning. My name is Joanne. I'm 47 years old. At 5 years old was the last time I was in Haiti. I have lived in U.S. all my life. I was forced to be living back in Haiti due to deportation. My life here is not stable, is uncivilized. I'm seeking the community's support and help to relocate to a better place where I can find work, housing, and the basics of life. Anyone that can help me, it would be gladly appreciated. Since being in Haiti, I've suffered from depression and PTSD. I was raped on the first week I got here. There's no security, there's no law, there's no police, there's no government that can help me to be safe. My only way out is if I leave. So please, if anyone out there is hearing this, help me to relocate. Thank you.
Comunidad que nos va a sacar de este hueco se llaman los negros americanos.
100%.
African American community is the only community that has the power in this country to change anything. They are the only one with the experience of civil matter. They are the only one que tenían el esclavo ahí mismitico. They are the only one that are not going to get deported anywhere, and you cannot put them all in jail. So African American community, which is the community that is stepped on by Cubans, the most are the only ones that are going to save the Latinos. And I clap for the African American community that has not come out because it is not. I do. We didn't do shit for them.
I get it. But I don't.
Me and you support, but in masses, we didn't support anything that was going with them. Latinos look at Cubans specifically. I'm not gonna talk about any other community because I'm not part of that community, even though I'm a Latina with them. Cubans talk shit about African Americans.
It's true.
Cubans did not support African Americans. Cubans think that they all victimize themselves, of this, all of that. African Americans are the only ones that are going to save your asses, Latinos. So you better start kissing. If you're going to kiss some ass in this country, you better kiss some black.
Yo, what's cracking? How y'all doing today? So yeah, I actually wasn't gonna tap in today because I got a lot of stuff I gotta take care of. However, every once in a while, somebody wants to drop a little something in your lap, like as you just witnessed, right? Now, I'm gonna be very quick, right? But this kind of shows you just the level of cognitive dissonance, or even if you want to call it delusion. I don't know. Call it what you want, right? But you would think at some point, after watching what's been going on just for the last 4 years or 4.5 years over the course of what the last administration took us to up to this point that we are now, that some of these people would have started reading the room, right? checking the temperature of what's going on around them, and maybe stopping and thinking that, you know what, maybe what these people are saying to us isn't too far off from the truth, instead of just, oh, but you have no power, you don't have nothing. Okay, well, you know what, you're right, we don't have any power. But clearly after the inauguration, the Cubans figured it out real fast just how much power we hold, because you see, in this corporation and this corporate entity, the United States of America, which is governed under maritime law, they have these things called statutes or color of law, right? This is literally the institutional structure that we live within, which is called color of law, which are statutes. This is why we are all labeled under misnomers such as Black or African American. Now, because you don't actually understand the history of this nation and how the constitutional republic works, I don't fully understand you to know that, even though you should have educated yourself on it, being that you live here in this land. But I know none of you actually consider yourselves Americans. You always refer to yourselves as where your families came from. I'm a Somali, just like ilhan Omar always says. She doesn't say she's American. She says, I'm a Somali girl, and I was torn from my homeland, and I went to go back, so go. Nobody's holding your hostage here. But anyways, to get back on the point, right? This right there is showing you what you're doing. But again, out of all these so-called, again, under color of law, under all the misnomered minority ethnic groups, Black Americans are the only ones that cannot be deported, because we are Americans. We have birthright citizenship. We have lineages to this land. We were here for the foundation and the inception of this corporation, the United States of America, when the Declaration of Independence was signed. That's correct. In fact, if you look at the back of a $2 bill, you know, that shows the signing of the Declaration of Independence, there's even a few of us in the background. In fact, you know what? I got something for you there, Miss Lady, or Sir, whatever you are. Look up the Constitution and go find out where they really got it from, right? And then go look up the Constitution of the Iroquois Nation, and you'll see something very similar, surprisingly similar. Then you can track and study who the Iroquois were, as well as the Seminoles, the Gullah Geechee, the Choctaw, Blackfoot, or ask yourself why Jesse Jackson, you know, the man that coined the term African American, is on the Cherokee Dawes rolls as a African American. But yeah, you know, you're right. We don't have any power, and we're going to continue to flex and not use the power that we don't have, because just like we didn't get you here in 1965, we're not going to do what we have to do for ourselves to make sure that we continue to push our culture. Because make no mistake, when people say that you don't have a culture, all a culture is a set of agreed upon customs that a group of people that all have similar or for lack of a better word or phrase, just things in common that they all collectively share. And then they build practices around all these things, like Sunday dinners, certain types of music, dances, different types of poetry or art or whatever, different styles of whatever, but it's specific to that group. Those become your customs, which becomes a part of the culture. And culture is what builds civilization. So when they say that you have no culture, you don't know who you are a moyo or mayete, a dung beetle, mejora la raza. What they're saying to you is that because you have no culture, you're not capable of creating civilization. Therefore, you are less than human, and you can be treated as such. And this is why they're comfortable talking to us and handling us the way that they do in our own homeland, and then sitting here, as Mandami did on election day, and saying that they built this country, playing in our faces daily. And like I say, at this point, there's no need to get upset. There's no need to even exchange the back and forth of the childish name calling, whatever you want to call it. Just stand on business. And from here on out, you need to do proper due diligence and research on the people that you're voting for, so that you can make sure your tax dollars are not getting funneled to Nigeria, Somalia, Venezuela, Ecuador, Ukraine, Israel, and everywhere else, and just funnel that money back to your community. And then the individuals that have been abusing these things, maybe it's time to take the proper and necessary steps to send them back to the places that they love so much. Because again, right, we don't have that power because we the people are not the government, and we the people can vote. And on that note, I'm gonna get up out of here. Remember, realize, realize, realize. And to you I say, keep your eyes to the stars and keep that head on the swivel. It's a dirty game out there.